What's going on, guys? Today we are here live at the press conference between Luke Rowley, Max Mulligan, with your hosts James Smith and Luke Maitland. So today, James, would you like to start us off with the questions?
Right, so we've had a few questions from the media and the public. First question for you, Max. Obviously, you've been training with the great Ryan Lamford for quite a long time now. Just give us a little insight of what you've been learning there, because obviously your strengths are delivering those right-hand punches. What have you been working on?
So I got two focuses in training for this fight, and that is purely just hitting the weights to build up the strength to put him out in the first round, in the first 30 seconds, and my movement, because my movement is a weakness. So my movement, I'm going to be unpredictable for this fight, unpredictable.
And obviously Ryan Lamford, big name. Just tell us how influential he's been on you, and like just the impact he's had on your training and getting you prepared for this big fight.
Well, he's been a lifelong friend, and he's been there. He's just been motivating me, and he's been telling me I can do it, and I know I can do it. And he's just been reminding me of how much a pussy Luke is.
Well, that's great. That's brilliant. Luke, obviously the champion, defending that great title. The pressure must be on you. How are you dealing with that?
I'm totally fine. You know, I've faced more oppositions than him. I'm not going to say his name. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, he's just another opponent for me. He's no one special. I'll just go in there, do what I always do, and just win.
Both undefeated as well, which is quite a big task in this game.
Could I just say something? You're going to go in there and do what you do. Is that like promising your fans something you can't deliver, like clout?
We deliver whenever. I mean, we're going to deliver it. It's just a matter of time. Just like when I have you in the ring, it'll be a matter of time before you're eating that mat, and then you'll be out. I mean, that's all.
Wow. I mean, it's starting already, ladies and gentlemen. I've done my part. It's time for Luke Maitland. This is just getting started. Clearly, there's more to be discovered here. There's a lot of beef going on, and we're just hitting the surface. Hello and welcome back to the part 2 of the press conference for the big fight. We've swapped over to my colleague Luke Maitland for the next set of questions. Luke, what's your first question, mate?
So my first question goes out to Luke Rowley, and I was just wondering, how is this clout, which is whenever it's coming, how is that going to affect your game and your game plan, your mindset? What's going on with it?
It's not going to affect nothing. You know, like I've worked on multiple projects in my time. I mean, he is just a mere side project to Clout. I mean, like I could just work on Clout and not even train, and I could still end his career. So I mean, why should I worry about it? I don't know. I'm not gonna.
So as well as that, we've asked Max about his trainer.
Yeah.
Who's your trainer for the fight?
Well, I've got quite an experienced person in the boxing game. I've got Kieran Savoury, his dad. Big in the business, him big in the business. You know, I'm lucky I've got him. I'm pretty happy about that. I feel like, I mean, without a coach I could win. With a coach, you know, I could predict, you know, 30 seconds, and yeah, that's all I've got. I don't really have to say much.
So that is how really influential he is on you. How much is he an influence on your game? And
yeah, he motivates me to do better. I feel stronger when I've got him by my side. And
Oh, that's cute.
you know, he's cute. I'm not even going to tell him. You need to watch it. So I'll cut that down to 20 seconds. Yeah?
Well. So
Luke,
changing the subject,
Yeah, next question, boy.
we're going to go to Max Mulligan. How is this weight policy?
Oh.
There's shots coming in from the other side here. Trying to stay focused. How is the weight? How is the weight? So this is what it's like in this business. How is the weight going
I'm
to?
going to get munching, boys.
How is the weight going to affect the fight? Are you gonna go down? Are you gonna go up? Or are you just gonna mix it up? What's going on here?
I'm gonna stay how I am. That skinny piece of shit over there. I mean, look at him, he's like a twig. I could snap him with my little finger. That's how easy this fight's gonna be. The weight, if he wants to stay at his, we can stay at his. I could go down. I could be skinnier than that prick.
Oh, I want to see it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
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 Go on then. I think it was about 5 years ago. Ask your mum about it.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a skinny body on hers.
So anyway, Luke's had his say. What do you think of the opponent? Like, just give some insight on what you really think opponent.
What opponent? I don't have an opponent.
I can
This
see
is a
my
training
opponent
match,
easily.
isn't it?
That's right.
Have you got anything to say about this?
About what?
About your opponent here.
I mean, I can say a lot about the weight situation. I mean, if I had to go up, then, you know, I'd have to be eating buffets like that every day. Like, really. I mean, come on. And for him to come down, then, I mean, I don't really believe it. So it looks like I'm going to have to go up, or we're just going to have to stay mixed weights, and I can just embarrass him even more.
Well, just a quick thing about the weight situation. Yeah. I didn't hear Sophie complaining. Now you've got my sloppy seconds.
Ooh.
Ooh, that one really hurt me. I'm really hurting. Well, why would I answer to jokes about mom, about girlfriends? Like, it's pathetic, really.
So you don't think this involving family and
No, you're being
relationships
stupid.
it's getting to your head? It's
No,
not getting to your head.
It doesn't bother me. You
It's
can
not
say what
getting
you
to
want.
his head because he can't have a proper relationship. All he knows is to have relationships for a week after playing kiss chase in the playground.
I'm not going to respond to them because, you know, they don't bother me.
Well, you've only got to look at that highlight in his hair.
You've only got to
Yeah,
look
that
at
he
that
swings
purple
both ways.
rocket hair that you had.
It's getting very heated here.
Yeah.
I think it's time to change to James Smith. So what's going on, guys? Welcome to the third part of the press conference. Now we've switched over to my colleague James Smith. So if you are just wondering about Max Mulligan's change of t-shirt, it is managed to promoters and
Spillage of
sponsors. Oh well, straight away I got a burn in there. So anyway, I'm going to hand over to my colleague James Smith for the further questions.
Right, so we took to Twitter and we asked if the fans had any questions. We had a tweet from DJ Hayes 2000 and he asked, how have you been preparing, both of you, for this fight? So talking about pre-match diets, you know, obviously we've covered the training, but mental state. How have you both been starting off? We'll start with you, Max.
Well, mental state. I've just been made sure I'm around people who make me happy and can give me good vibes, and mainly eating chicken and rice or fish and rice. Literally
Nice.
just bulking up so I can floor him.
Bulky up.
Okay, I must just butt in because we have just received a message from Max's trainer,
what's he saying?
the notorious Ryan Lampford.
Sure.
He's put, at Luke Rowley's team, wait until the machine Mulligan catches you with the right hook. The whole team will feel the impact. #Mulligan Army. What is your response to that? That is a big call from the big man himself.
I don't even know who he is.
That's why he's my trainer.
That's honestly.
He's the other guy that was with Sophie before you.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I'm just not even going to respond to them.
we're waiting to hear from your trainer, Kieran
Yeah.
Savory. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
another big name,
Yeah.
busy himself.
Big name with that
Um, I mean, him and Ryan Lampford also have a history. I think that's been passed on to you two, hasn't it? The apprentices.
I actually don't know who you're talking about.
Wow. I mean, you do talk a lot of, I don't know, shit on other people. Where's that come from? Have you had a bad upbringing, or are you just in that state? Is that how you prepare
A bad
for this?
upbringing. His mum was a lesbian when he was younger.
I mean, that doesn't make sense for one, because like, that's saying she's not.
Doesn't
wrong
make
now.
sense, camera. Can we look at that picture up there?
Okay, no, don't
That's
show
a
that.
lesbian.
We'll blur it out.
That's a lesbian.
Yeah,
We'll blur that out because obviously there's no need for that. Sorry, we've got the next question here.
He can't handle the truth, that's what it is. He can't handle the truth. He can't handle the truth, I'm going to floor him. He can't handle the truth, he's got my sloppy seconds. He can't
All of his
handle the
insults,
truth, he's shit.
all of his insults are just fake. You know, they're like 12-year-old jokes. You know, like mom, I'll bang your mom, bang your girl. It's pathetic, really, isn't it? Really.
But all true.
12? No, they're
All
not.
true.
Are they?
All true.
My mom wouldn't go for you.
We've got
It's
a next
fascinating.
tweet. Okay, we'll have to start the next tweet from Tom underscore
One nan, one
Jepson. He
Shall we
says,
go and ask her now? Do you want to go now?
What?
Go on,
Me
then.
and you?
Yeah?
Me and you?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Just getting out.
I think it's worth it, to be honest, not right now.
sorry, can you just sit down, please?
I think it would give too much of a teaser for the
There'll be
fight.
time for this, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a taster. The next question is saying, Max Mulligan has got absolutely nothing on the Rocky Rowley.
He's right
All
for
he
a
is
reason.
talk, and come match day, you're going to get flattened. What is your response to this person?
I'd get flattened if he fell on me for one.
I mean, firstly, all these fat jokes. It's just like being
It's
back
just the
in
same.
year
It's
two,
just the
isn't
same
it?
as
It's like being
what
back in
you're
year
saying.
two.
You're saying it's a bit tiring, you've heard it all before.
I've heard it all before. It
you put
doesn't
it
affect me.
aside, Yeah.
It doesn't affect me. I mean, I've had bigger and better names say this stuff to me, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Name a bigger name in this industry,
bigger name.
apart from yours.
That's just because mine's longer. Alright.
I meant like literally.
Literally bigger.
Yeah, like a
See-
big boy.
Oh, it just makes me laugh how pathetic you are.
I mean, your jokes are the same as mine. You know, you're saying
But the
you're
thing
using
is-
mom jokes.
Yeah, but they're all true.
They're not
You
true.
can ask her. I've slipped inside her many a times on a night. I've been a booty call. You know, those owls are really
chunky one,
mine.
though, haven't you?
Okay,
Say
we'll
your
move
mum
on to
really
the
likes
next question.
Hey, can I just go? We just go.
Go
back to
ahead,
that
go
last
ahead,
question?
this is your time.
If we just go back to the last question, I feel they called him Rocky Rowley. Was that?
Rocky Rowley.
Rocky Rowley. Rocky because he's not a stable
It's trending on
fighter.
Twitter, it's trending. It's trending ahead of you.
He's not a
Of course, it's
stable
trending ahead
fighter.
of me. Like, who is this guy?
He's not a stable fighter. He's Rocky because
It's unstable, like this guy's diet. I mean, people laugh, but it's true, isn't it?
Okay, like, the next question is actually perfectly linked up there.
Yeah.
Max, you touched on how all you hear is fat jokes. Michael Bublé from America, the Michael Bublé, has said, big fan of yours, but honestly,
Shout out, boob.
this trash talk about fat, it's getting tiring. When are we going to hear some new material?
it's because you're old. You're irrelevant now.
Can you please ask my good friend Michael when
My
Matt-
good friend Michael.
Yeah. He said he's a big fan of me. I've met him a few times. I've been out with him a few times. I want him to know. I want to ask him back. When will he stop with these like mom jokes stuff like that? Like,
Is that
Okay,
all
but-
you've got? Is that all you've got?
is that all you've got?
Do you actually have, I mean, I'm not on anyone's side here,
Yeah.
but do you actually have anything other than a fat joke? I think we're all waiting for that.
I think we could ask him the same question about like mom jokes. And
That's
stuff like
fair, that's a good point.
Mine aren't jokes, you see. Mine are
that. See, he
just
keeps
straight
saying
facts.
this, but
Mine are just
Yeah.
straight facts. If you check up, I'll tweet her now, Sophie Ludwig, and we'll soon find out the truth.
I mean, ask her. I don't think she'd touch you with a barge pole. If I'm honest.
just ask her about that threesome last night.
Oh, who was that with as well?
Her, who is your mom and Sophie.
Oh yeah. Fair enough.
Mm.
I can't. There's
I
no
had one
point
of your
reacting.
owls flying around the room as well.
I mean,
Spunked on your owl.
I'm not going to respond to stuff like this because it's like, it's obviously false. It's just, people are coming at me like with a continuous fat jokes.
Like, boy, you used to that, aren't you? Boys coming at you.
Okay, next question is saying, obviously you've got big groups, big fans, big friends, close family members. Both of you have got separate ones. Just talk about the biggest names that are in your group and how you compare, because you say you're the biggest name in boxing history.
I'd say, I know.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. He knows he's the biggest name in boxing history.
Yeah.
Obviously, you disagree. Friends wise and group wise, can you just give an insight of how a big following you have, celebrities and
So people I know.
etc. People you know, people that follow you constantly and.
So I'm
support
into
you.
like, I've got a few people in the rap. I've got like,
Guy Paul
I've got-
Shaw's man, innit?
see, this is what I mean. Can you let me speak?
Oh, go ahead.
So I've got a lot of rappers in my team. You know, I've got people like Drake.
He'll get his time. Just tell
Yeah.
him he'll get his time.
I've got like people in the football game. Messi. I've been chilling with recently. You know, just trying to boost me up
Playing
because like
FIFA,
big sports guys, being around them, it kind of helps me. It helps me to do better, to see what they've gone through and just get me a winning head on.
And obviously you've got your partner in crime, Clout, Dan Hayes,
Yeah.
big name as
Yeah.
well. He's here tonight. We'll just have a
Fuck the Mulligans.
exactly. You know,
That's exactly
there's
what
the
I
clear
like.
support there. But obviously, we need to give you a chance to speak. How is your following differ, or is it greater? You must say it's greater.
He's only got his mom and his brother.
It's more than you'll ever have in a family.
It's not.
Anyway. Am I going to get a turn to speak?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
He's had his time.
So, my following is greater. I've got up and coming football stars that people are going to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've met Ronaldo. Me and Ronaldo were like that. Conor McGregor, close friend. Personally, he's flying me out tonight for going to the
Because you
fight.
can't afford it. Because you haven't been in it. You haven't done nothing.
No, it's not that I can't afford it. It's just that I've got many sponsors. You see, Coors Light. It's what real men drink, not Bud Light.
That's a pretty fair response. That covers the Twitter questions. As we said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, we're just scratching the surface here. And thank you for tuning in. We hope you carry on, because we're going to go to a quick ad break, and then my partner, Luke Maynard, will be back on the microphone. Thank you, and we'll see you after the break. Hello, and welcome back to the press conference. Thank you for tuning in again. This is the last set of questions. We've handed over to my colleague, Luke Maitland. Luke, take it away.
Thank you, James. So yeah, as you said, this is the last set of questions after the short ad break. So straight away, let's dive into the questions. Diving straight into the boxers, or the fighters' personal lives.
Yeah.
What would you say your main interests are?
Well, my
Personal
interests
life.
recently have really been, I've been focusing on the fight, to be honest with you. You know, I haven't had really much else to do. I've just been focusing purely on the fight.
Forgetting about clout that you said you'd give.
No,
me.
I'm still working on it. I can work on two things, but like mainly.
Is that like the rumours go around that you're working on Sophie and Beth Rowley?
Oh.
I mean, he's back to it again. You know, he's trying to stir things. I mean, that's all he's got. That's all he can do. I'm not going to listen to it. Like, everyone knows it's not true. Like, anyone can confirm things. I mean,
I'm sure they can.
this guy just
I can definitely confirm that Dan Hayes had a bit better Rowley.
I mean, I can't
Clout
argue
partner.
about that. That might be true. Like, that's nothing to do with me though. So, I mean, do what you got to do.
So, but
That's what you said, wasn't it, to Beth? I've just got to do what I've got to do. Quick shag.
See, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. He's trying to stir. I mean, well, I can't say anything back to it. You know, I'm not going to respond. I'm just going to be the bigger guy.
Because you're not intelligent.
I'm not even going to respond.
It's because you don't know how to speak, really, isn't it? You've got special needs in primary school when we were there. Always getting help off Mr. Perk secretly on the side. Well, I say help, or were you milking his cow?
anyway, so the question was kind of answered for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Your interests outside of the fight.
Yeah,
What do you like? What do you like to do in your free time?
Sticking his cock in owls.
What what do you sorry man, what do you like to do in your free time? What are your interests?
You know, I just like to have a good time with friends. You know, chill with them, surround myself with good people. Just
I love how you copy my answers right now.
enjoy life while I'm here. He won't be here after the fight, so I mean, he needs to get them good enjoyment.
I did with Sophie before you went.
Okay.
So very nice.
I want to after this. I'm gonna get a tweet out there, and I'll just clear up all this isn't true, and then he'll just be, you know,
So moving on,
he'll have no argument.
Max Mulligan. What would you say your main interests are outside the fight? What do you like to do in your spare time?
Massive football fan. I'm loyal to my girlfriend as well. I don't go off on the side with Beth Rowley. So I spend time with my girlfriend going to the football now that the football season started. Just trying to be fair, the fight isn't the main focus. I mean, when I'm there, all this training you can put all the training into it as you want. But when you get into that ring, whatever you need to do has to be done. And if he dies on the night, it's not my problem.
Well said there by Max Mulligan. So we're gonna dive into some more questions right now. So if I can just load these up. So you've been asked a question here. What's going to happen after the fight? What do you think will happen after this fight, Max?
Well, if he can take the beating like a man, I might have a bit of respect for him, and maybe we can move past all this. But you know, knowing him for a long time, he doesn't take things like a man at all. So I don't see much happening. He'll probably want a rematch, and I'll probably have to embarrass him again in front of his family and girlfriend and owls. But you know, it's just quite funny, really. When you think of it, it's quite funny how he thinks he's going to embarrass me, but he's the one defending this championship, and I'm the underdog. But I tell you what, when I embarrass him and he'll want a rematch and he loses again, and I'm taking all his money and all his bitches, well, all his bitches. I mean, he's sleeping with 2 girls at the same time, and to be fair, and they both know about it as well. That's the thing. So,
Can I say something about this?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, he wants me to show respect after the fight. Like, why would I respect someone who makes up rumours? You know, tries to accuse me of things I haven't done.
I'm not making anything up. It's just stuff I've heard on the
So you're saying here that these allegations are true, in fact, that Luke is sleeping with 2 girls at the same time.
Okay, if this is true, bet your boxing, bet your cut on that it's true.
We've already spoken.
Bet your cut.
We've already spoken.
Bet your cut on
So
that it's true.
Is this the reason why this fight is occurring? Is this the reason why this is all happening?
Luke.
Is it just because Luke
Not
is,
you.
is cheated on?
I don't mention you by the name Luke. You're it. Luke. I say before, we've been talking about, well, I've not been talking to him. My coach and manager Ryan has been talking to his team, and we're not getting a cut. It's whoever wins gets all the money for this fight. So him saying bet your cut is to me and to the fans is saying it's true, because he knows no one's getting a cut.
Okay, let me say, if it's true, if I win, I will give you all the money. If you can prove that them allegations are true, I will give you all my winnings, because I'm going to win. I'll give you everything.
So can we just get clarification here? Is this the reason why this fight is occurring?
No, I wouldn't say this is the reason. I mean, this is probably part of the reason, but I mean, word on the street is Luke's been saying some things about me, and I just wanted to, I just want to show him I'm not scared of him because of this brilliant boxing background he's got, and a championship belt which is 8 years old, in fact.
He's not held it for 8 years.
Which makes him... No.
Well, yes.
You haven't held it for 8 years, he's 8 years old. You make him quite irrelevant. He hasn't had a fight for 8 years. He's very irrelevant, and without me now, he wouldn't be relevant at all. So in many ways, it's me helping a poor guy out. It's me helping a poor guy out.
And what do you have to say about that, Luke?
I didn't have to take this fight. I wouldn't have to fight. I'd have to fight again if I don't want to. But you know what? I felt like I'd come out, beat this guy, get an extra bit of money. Like, I don't need it. I'll take it. He's the one that needs it.
And what are you going to do with this money?
He'll probably get another girlfriend to spend it on.
So yeah, I'll need to clear this up. And what I'll do, just...
Or are you going to pay me to shut up? Is that the real question? Because
actually, with the money, I said I'll give Paymax all of it if these allegations are making it, if they're true. I'll happily shake on it now. If they're true, I'll pay you all of it. And if they're false, you pay me all of yours.
So you've heard it here.
Yeah?
First.
You shake on the second bit as well? Say it. See this. You can't say yes to it.
What?
Say yes or answer this yes or no.
Right. I've not made these allegations. These allegations have been going around for a while.
Just answer the question.
That is true.
That is true.
Answer the question yes or no.
Heard it. Even your clout bum buddy has heard it.
Answer the question yes or no.
Are you gay? Yes. That's...
I'll give it.
So sexuality's now been involved.
That's all he's got.
So moving on. When is this fight happening? And where is it happening?
Well, because he's obviously been out of the game for a while and needs to, try and get a bit of muscle to that stick that he is. Just his bone that you could just snap. I'm thinking in about 2 months. So
You'll
yeah,
be ready
2 months.
You'll be ready.
2 months, I reckon, late October, early November. It'll be good for people to be looking forward to, and people will be able to get there, hopefully. So yeah, it's for about 2 months' time.
So where is this happening?
I don't know yet. It's down to my team. Me and Dan will have conversations about it.
Oh, bum buddy.
I don't know yet.
So on this
We'll talk
subject about the clout,
Yeah.
what are your well, we've heard recently Hollywood has been, should we say,
Yeah,
dissing
sure.
clout.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, you can say what he wants, you know, like, what is he doing to make anything out of life? You know, we're just trying things, you know, trying to grow. I mean, I'm not going to listen to what people have got to say, you know, at least we're trying new things, we're not being, you know, like following people about.
So James, you've got the actual quotes from Harvey. What did he say about?
This has just been from media speculation. It's not been confirmed whether it's true or false yet, but the word on the street is he said these young boys using words such as clout just speak proper. Now Harvey comes from quite a reasonably wealthy background, and he's using these terms against, essentially in his book he is irrelevant to them, and they are irrelevant to him. So they've just come out of nowhere, really. But that is the word quotation. All these boys using these silly words such as clout, speak properly. That's the word.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.
So I think that calls it an end.
Could I just
have a last?
basically anyone out there who would like to sponsor me?
He's begging for more money again. Oh, give me more money. I need to cleanse my food addiction.
It's pathetic. He's going on about me being pathetic about all these allegations, which, to be fair, from what I've heard, are potentially most likely true. And all he's got a
can't bet your
bigger
heart.
and better.
Sorry, Max. Can I just add a question here? We're near the end of the time, but where have these allegations come from? Who has put these out there?
Him, his team.
Where did you hear them from then?
My team have not put this out there.
Your team started circulating this to try and make me look. But if you're that confident, bet if you win, bet all your.
My team.
You can't do it. Isn't that enough proof?
I'm trying to answer the questions that people want to know here. My team have not put this out there. This has been told to me by a close friend. I'm not going to mention the name because I don't want to put it out there, and I think it's very
It's
unfair
not
on
true.
my friend.
Your friend will. I'll give up trying with it, to be honest with you, because like you're too scared to bet your half.
But, okay, I'm just going to go into what I was going to say. Anyone out there who would like to sponsor me, then yeah, Davina McCool, thank you very much for the sponsor.
Sugar
Your
mummy.
face will be on my arse cheeks, and your name will be on my gloves. Thank you, Luke.
So right, so that calls this press conference an end. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to Luke and Max for participating in this, and we'll see you guys in October apparently when it all kicks off. Thank you.